Thank you everyone for joining me tonight. We have two equations tonight over here, but we're gonna start with the first equation on our left side. I know everyone used to have that problem in high school of solving long divisions, because you either have the synthetic way or synthetic formula or synthetic division of solving the equation, the polynomial equation. So the first method that we're going to use to solve this equation, polynomial equation, is long division. The second one is synthetic division. So for our first equation over here, we're going to use this long division. And to start with, we have to take the equation x cubed minus 4x squared plus 2x plus 5 divided by x minus 2. So we're going to take out the denominator outside, x minus 2. And we're going to put the numerator x cubed minus 4x squared plus 2x plus 5 inside the division box. So the leading coefficient over here is x cubed. So for us, in order to start solving this equation, this polynomial, we need to look at the leading coefficient x cubed. What do we need in order for us to get x cubed when we have x? What do we have to multiply x with in order for us to get x cubed? So we already have x, so those are 3 x's. So we're missing 2 x's because we already have 1. So it's gonna be x squared. So x squared times x is equal to x cubed. So when we find that what we're missing, the part of the equation that we're missing, we're gonna multiply. X squared times x is equal to x cubed minus x squared times 2x is equal to minus 2x squared. And then we're going to divide minus the equation. Of course, x cubed minus x cubed is 0. Minus 4x squared minus 2x squared is equal to minus 2x squared. How do we get that one? Because minus 4x squared minus 2x squared is the same as plus. So minus 4x squared plus 2x squared, we get minus 2x squared. It's like saying minus 4 plus 2, right? So we still owe 2. So 4x squared minus 2x squared is equal to minus 2x squared. Now our leading coefficient over here is 2x squared, right? So it's minus 2. What do we need for us to get this 2x squared while we have x? So we need minus 2x, right? So minus 2x times x is 2x squared, right? Did we get it right? We have here 2x plus 5. So minus 2x times x is minus 2x squared, right? Minus 2x squared plus minus 2x times 2x, because it's going to be minus 2x times x is going to be minus 4x, because it's going to be a positive because there are 2 negatives. So it's going to be 4x. Of course, 2x squared minus 2x squared minus 2x squared is like saying minus 2x plus 2x, right? Remember, we have another negative over here, so it's gonna make 2 negatives to be a positive. Minus 2x plus 2x is 0, right? 2x minus 4x, that's a tedious one. It's saying 2. It's like saying 2 minus 4, right? 2 minus plus 4. And you know, positive is weaker when it's combined or multiplied by negatives. So we're going to get say 2 minus 4x, right? So it's going to be negative 2x, right? Minus 2, we still owe 2. And here we have 5 So what do we need? Now our leading coefficient is again here minus 2x. What do we need for our leading coefficient? To multiply our x over here to get our leading coefficient 2x. So we need, basically, it's 2 because we already have x. So it's minus 2, right? So if you multiply 2 times x, it's minus 2x, right? Minus 2 times minus 2 is 4. Here again 0. So say 5 minus 4 is equals to 1, right? So that's the end of our division. So now we get the equation. Our remainder here, this is the remainder. So we're going to put our equation as x squared minus 2x minus 2. Remember we have our remainder as 1 over here. So, and it's positive. So it's going to be plus, I don't know if you guys can see from here. So this is our final equation. X squared minus 2x minus 2 plus our equation 1 all over x minus 2. So this is our final solution. The reason why we say plus 1 over 2 is because we have a remainder of 1 over divided by x minus 2, that we cannot solve further than that. So our equation, our final answer for our equation is x squared minus 2x minus 2 plus 1 over x is the final. And we're going to move to our, before we move to our next question, I'm sure you guys can do this every time from now on because it's just quite simple like that. So we're going to move to our next question. And if you guys have a question about this, anything that I found over here that you didn't understand, make sure that you subscribe and ask here down below on a comment section or comment boxes over down below the video. And after this one, we're going to move to the next equation. That's synthetic division. This is actually so easier than the other one because synthetic you just have to figure out. It's just like more complicated, but it's so easier than once you master this equation, it's easier than the long division. This is how easy it was. I mean, it is, right? So we have it's supposed to be like this. Our leading coefficient, we have 3, right? And then we have, for the x power cube, we have 3. So remember, we have like here, right? 3, 2, 1, and 0, right? So our leading coefficient over here is 3. The second coefficient is minus 2. And the third coefficient is minus 7. And then plus 6. That's it, guys. And outside over here, the denominator is positive 1. So when we have a positive 1 over here, what do you guys think about it? What do we need outside the box? It's the opposite of what we have here. It's a negative 1. Right? Just like that. It's the opposite of what we have here on the denominator. So, and then we're going to bring it down here. 3, it's going to come down here. Remember, our leading coefficient is 3. So what you have to do is just multiply minus 1 by 3, and then we get minus 3. And then you add minus 2 plus minus 3 is minus 5. Multiply 1 times minus 5 is 5. Add them. Minus 7 plus 5 is minus 2. Minus 1 times minus 2 is 2. And 6 plus 2 is 8. Just like that. So easy. Remember, so this is our equation, the final equation. But remember, we had a power of 3 here by the leading coefficient, the degree of 3. So whenever you have using the syntactic division, you always have the results would be a degree less by 1. So remember, we had a power of 3 over here, or a degree of 3. So our answer will be 3x squared. Remember, we had power of 3 minus 5x. Remember, it's a power of 1. But of course, we can never show the power of 1 over here. We just assume minus 2. Remember, this is always this is a remainder. So whenever we have a remainder, it's so easy to solve that one. Remember what we did over the previous long division here? The remainder was 1, and we had to take it over here because we cannot simplify further than x minus, we will never divide 1 divided by x minus 2. So remember, 8 is a positive number and it's a remainder. So what we're going to do is we add the remainder plus 8 all over x plus 1. That's it, guys. So after you guys watching both of these videos, both of solving this syntactic and long division, you can decide, or you can choose for yourself. You can choose your fate. Which one is easier between the two? I mean, there's some equation that you cannot solve using this either of the two equations. You cannot solve using syntactic. The other one you cannot solve using long division. So if you can find that syntactic division is applying to both of the polynomials, I would rather go with syntactic division because it's way easier than long division. Long division is kind of tedious, but see how it is easier for us to figure out the synthetic division. Just took about average of 4 minutes to find the answer. Alright guys, thanks for joining me tonight again, and I really appreciate, and I'll see you next time, next week. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and send some solutions you want us to figure out, or you want us to solve for you, or give you some tutoring about it. Thank you.